Okay, week update here. Not gonna lie, I don't always say this, but a lot has happened, and I actually do mean that in the last week. A lot of shit has happened, and is going to happen this week. A lot of decisions to make this week because a lot of big stuff's coming up. University is going great. Things are starting to slow down, which is nice. Because I mean, like, we're about to finish lectures. Lectures are about to wrap up, and then I have exams coming up for the next. They start in my first one's next week Friday, and then after that, then I have like 6 exams, and then it's holidays. So a lot of stuff is, it's starting to slow down a bit, and then we have the next semester, so we got to obviously be ready for that. So, but in terms of lectures and projects and stuff, it's very slow for now, which is good. Kind of need it because like I said, a lot's happened. And so otherwise, squash was a shit show this week, bro. I'm fucking pissed, bro, because I played in like a squash bracket. There was a tournament or whatever, and I'm proud. I will say my matches have been doing shit or whatever, but it's a big mental game. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just need to like fucking lock in. Anyways, but I'm annoyed because I was smashing everyone in my bracket, and there's one fucking guy, George, bro. George decided to come in, bro, and fuck me up, bro. I'm so annoyed because I was 2 love up in games, and like it was like comfortably 2-1, 2 love up in games, and then he came in, and in squash you need to win by like 2 points, and it's first to 15, and it was like next 3 games. 13-15, 13-15, 14-16, bro, and I was like, fuck, bro, like just missing the mark, and I ended up losing, and I'm pretty sure he ended up winning the bracket, and I'm pissed because if I won, it would have been money, bro. It would have been fucking money. It would have been okay amount. It would have been like, I think, like 1.6k, so like $100 or whatever, which I would have taken, bro, just for fucking winning a squash match, bro. But anyways, this is what it is. Otherwise, okay, moving on to the good stuff here. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the boring shit out the way. The chick I went on a date with, I don't think it's not working out. She wasn't in line with my goals. I had to sack over her. She had to go, bro. I'm sorry. I know you guys might be wondering, this guy is picky, bro. She had to go, bro. Trust me, this one had to go. So I'm not gonna get into details about that, but she had to go. I'm sorry, she had to go. Anyways, but actually, yeah. So that's yeah. Anyways, the interesting stuff though. This is actually interesting. Saturday, I met up with my dad for coffee. Afterwards, I got an email, or whatever, and later that day, I had a meeting for a job in the States. So I get on this call. It was for a summer camp with this somewhere in New York. And the first job interview I've ever gotten. The great thing about job interviews, especially if they're online and for these things, is what I've realized is that if you get on a job interview, basically got the job, because they basically handed me the job. The guy spoke to me a bit. Obviously, he's like, I'm not gonna fucking hire a fucking mass murderer or whatever. And yeah, so but I spoke to him, and they've sent me a contract. Thing is though, it's a bit interesting because the job is at a summer camp. I mainly just want to go for the experience, so that is the one reason I'm considering this. If it wasn't for that, I would not be considering this that much, because it's not that much money. It's only about like $1,500, which is good money for here, and it's probably what I would make for 2 months working at my job here, but in summer, and it's winter here, so I would have made less. So I mean, it is more money than I'd make. The reason I'm very much umming and ahhing about this though is because I would have to miss the first 2 weeks of my semester here, which is, from a test and assignment point of view, is fine, but in terms of workload, maybe not great. And then also in terms of this thing which I'm going to tell you about in 2 seconds, it's having me like just trying to decide whether I go or not. The other thing that is interesting is I don't know if I have mentioned this, but I got on an email with one of the biggest suppliers of food and beverage at my campus. I think I might have actually mentioned this, and we have a meeting this Friday for possibly supplying them with my ice cream. So it's my first like clients, and it's also good clients as well. You know, obviously I really want to work with these guys. You know, try my best to, you know, obviously make sure that my product lives up to what I believe is hyped. So I don't know, we'll see. So we'll see if that, but the reason that's a big issue is because obviously I would probably set that up on the holidays and have it ready by next semester. But I can't do that if I'm overseas, and I also can't be ready. Like, I can get someone else to like maybe get a freezer, get it wrapped, get it branded, but I can't have them. I haven't trained anyone on how to actually make the ice cream. I also don't have time to do that now. So I would have to be here to do that. So those are the things that are like we're umming and ahhing about. So it's been a busy week. A lot of decisions to make. I'm fucking loving it, bro. I think like right now, just in terms of life, bro, we're in a really good position. Mentally, we're in a good position. Like, you know, financially could be a bit better. Let's be honest. It can always could, but professionally could always be a bit better. So yeah. Oh, and then other big news. So my sister crashed her car a while ago. And so my mum needed to get a new car for her, and I've always been like, I've always said to my mom, I was planning on trying to buy myself my own car with the help of my dad. But like, it was more so finding the right one, and I also need to transfer money over, in order to fund that. But anyways, but I've always said to my mother that she needs to get a new car, for herself, like a nice one, you know, because she's always said, like, had shit boxes and stuff, and, you know, always said, like, yeah, cars from getting from A to B, and I'm like, but you would enjoy it so much if you had a nice car. Anyways, and she finally caved and ended up getting a car, but she also bought a shit box, and that's on top of her other shit box that she has. So right now, I've got a new shit box, which is like basically entirely mine, and this is like the first time I've had like a car to myself, like it's my car. So yeah, it's an old Ford Fiesta, but I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, bro. Fucking door doesn't open from the inside. I'm currently in it now. Doesn't open from the inside, so if I want to leave this, I have to put down the window and open it from the outside. The boot's piston is broken, so if I, you know, open it, I have to, like, you know, hold it. But it's mine. Technically, it's not really mine, but, like, you know, it kind of is. It's not my name. But for now, it's mine. I've decided to name it Huron. Yeah. I'm not going to go into the details of that, but that's what it's called. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. So, lots of decisions to make. I was actually debating trying to put a poll up here and, you know, ask you guys whether you think I should stay here for the holiday or go overseas. I mean, it all depends on how this meeting goes, frankly. And also whether I have assignments in the beginning of next semester. But I really want to go, mainly just for the adventure. I'm actually also going to, like, apply to other jobs just in case something maybe more suitable comes up. But who knows, bro? You never know with these things. If I can find one that was, like, would be better, that's nice. But anyways. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. So, yeah.